Welcome to our channel, and thank you so much for being with us. Hold on to your holiday hats, folks, because King Charles is shaking up royal traditions this Christmas. Breaking away from the norm, the king has taken matters into his own hands, reportedly penning his Christmas Day message solo without the usual advice from advisors. Talk about rewriting the royal script. Let's dive right into this royal plot twist. King Charles, at 75, is crafting his Christmas message in his own words, mirroring last year's independent stance. The insider scoop suggests that he's ditching the script alterations, preferring to speak from the heart, a departure from the typical royal protocol. Now here's the analysis. King Charles' decision to craft his message without outside influence signifies a more personal touch, hearkening back to historical instances where monarchs spoke directly to their subjects. Remember Queen Victoria's direct correspondence with the public. This personal touch bridges the gap between the royal figurehead and the people. Expert opinion time. Ephraim Hardcastle's insights shed light on the king's inclination toward a more spontaneous delivery. It's a refreshing departure from the highly scripted royal engagements of the past. This echoes how historical monarchs, like King George VI's Wardham speeches, resonated more authentically with the public due to their candidness. Here's my take. King Charles' choice to stand during the speech, devoid of family portraits, indicates a deliberate departure from the typical royal backdrop. It's a subtle move, perhaps aimed at steering clear of potential controversies and projecting a more relatable image. This aligns with a modernized approach to royal representation. Reflecting on the location of the speech at St. George's Chapel holds historical significance. It's a nod to familial ties and a poignant reminder of his late parents' presence. This symbolic choice echoes historical moments when royals strategically used locations to evoke emotions and connection with the public. The king's acknowledgement of community efforts and global hardships in his message resonates beyond royal protocol. It's a reminder that the monarchy is attuned to societal concerns, reflecting past instances where monarchs expressed empathy during challenging times. As King Charles takes the reins of his Christmas message, the shift towards a more personal, unscripted approach resonates with a changing royal landscape. After all, in the pages of history, the most compelling stories are often those told from the heart. Beyond the glitz and ceremony, King Charles' decision to stand, delivering a heartfelt message without family portraits in the background, signifies a shift towards a more relatable and authentic approach. This aligns with the evolving role of the monarchy in modern times, striving to connect with the public on a more personal level. Historically, monarchs often tailored their speeches to resonate with the prevailing sentiments of the time. Think back to King Edward VI's abdication speech, a deeply personal address that shook the nation. King Charles' move to craft his message independently echoes the authenticity sought by past monarchs during pivotal moments. Reflecting on the location choice, St. George's Chapel, a site of familial significance, adds layers of historical context. Monarchs have often utilized sacred or meaningful places to connect emotionally with the public. This echoes the past where royal speeches were crafted not just for ceremonial purposes, but to foster unity and empathy. King Charles' focus on acknowledging community efforts and addressing global hardships amplifies the monarchy's role as a voice of compassion. It reflects historical instances where monarchs, during trying times, stood as beacons of empathy and solidarity. Considering the king's emphasis on community work in various religious institutions, it's a nod to the inclusive approach of the monarchy. It's reminiscent of Queen Elizabeth I's efforts to bridge divides and foster unity among diverse religious communities during her reign. As King Charles pens his Christmas message with a personal touch, the departure from the scripted norm reflects a monarchy adapting to changing times. It echoes the sentiment that even in royal circles, authenticity and relatability are key to fostering connections with the public.